We're almost out of here for participating state. Piece of pie for pie number 10. First 4 years, we're almost done. E3-4, participating state Department of Ecology. Look at $2,510,625 per state. 1% of that, administrative costs. I don't want to hear this money got lost. Oh, well, we had to spend some overtime on it. No. This should be processed real quick, real simple. Because you're going to spend the other 99%, $2,485,518.75, hiring a bunch of kids or whoever you need to hire to start cleaning up wetlands, getting the rivers, the streams, and your local communities cleaned up, out in the tulies, whatever the case might be. So this is more of an administrative thing. You probably already have somebody there that can do it, that does do it. Now they've got some help to do it. What you pay them is up to you. I didn't go through there and tell you have to buy this or pay that. Just, here's your money. But when it comes time for the POP to go ahead and audit you, which will eventually happen, you better be able to show that you only spent 1% on that administration. Now, E35, the last of them, the free range project, like the one Harrison Ford belongs to, what we're trying to do is we want to buy up lands that aren't public lands, because public land should already be donated. These are private lands that are adjacent to public lands, for example. So we can create a free range from the North Pole to the South Pole, basically, so that the critters can run. They can migrate. They can come back and forth. 1% will go to administration. You got a 20% budget, or 20% of the participating state budget here. $5 million of this little subsection, that is. $5,021,250 will go. It'll go right to the Public Lands Commissioner. 1% on administration. Once again, the 99% not on consulting fees, not on commissions, none of that. It's for the actual purchase. If the Public Land Commissioner can't handle doing a land deal without having to have a lawyer sitting there and having to have all these different studies sitting there for a simple thing as buying the land and never doing anything with it again, much less having to pay a commission, we need a new Public Lands Commissioner. So every state, you get some money, you're going to start buying up little bits of land here and there as you all work together. What's important here is all this must be ETC compliant. In other words, everybody run your projects through the ETC once everything's established. The ETC will go ahead and tell you what their needs are and make sure that your lands that, for example, in this would be purchased right there in that corridor that they need to be purchased in, so that they're all adjacent somehow, some way in the long term. Great, let's move on. Okay. We're still on pie number 10, participating locals, $31,382,812,500. It's 25% of the numbers there out of the $125 million. And out of that, trickle-up economics goes local primaries, 5%. Each of these entities will get 5%. Follow me. And divided it by 50,000, that comes out to $31,382.81 per. You know, it's just a subjective number I grabbed out of the hat ages ago. 50 states, 1,000 communities in the states. So, participating local police departments, participating local fire departments, participating local health departments, participating local medical facilities, participating local school districts. You're going to get two pieces, actually. This one goes to the district itself for the district, discretionary. Participating local public works, participating local public judicial systems. Okay, participating local prosecutor, local public defender, participating local parks departments, participating local jails, and the participating local schools. Again, what's going to happen with this other section of this local school allocation, it goes as this: 20% will go to each of these. Now, once again, using that $50,000 or 50,000 number, dividing into the whole numbers, where we come up with, we're guessing about per school or per whatever. The PTA, 20%, $313,828,125 divided up by 50,000 little participating schools within the country. The PTA K through 12 scholarships for people at or below the poverty line. Then, after school sports for K through 12. That's every one of these schools. It's going with another $6,200 a year for it. And once again, this is for scholarships for people at or below the poverty line. Always get the option first. After school tutoring, 9 through 12. Then we come down to 10%. This right here, each of these will get 10% of that. And so it comes to $156,914,062.50 nationwide, or about $3,138.28 apiece. Your audio-visual department, digital filmmaking department, ages 9 through 12. You guys are already getting a whole bunch of shares of money from what I can see, donations in a lot of places. But a lot of places aren't. A lot of places aren't. And this money will trickle in every year, all the time. It'll be trickling in. So it's yours. At least you have something to count on. There's a budget cut out there. Maybe you can still get a couple of digital cameras, and who knows what they'll cost by then. Okay, after school, practical life skills. A female economist. I saw her on TV. God, I wish I remember her name. After school, practical life skills. What she said, and I was thinking it the whole time. 2 things. I could have married this woman. I could have married her. Live below your means. Not at your means or above your means on credit like we're doing now. Below your means. The Chinese turn down the heat and put their jackets on in the classroom. They're conserving. At least in that area. 2. If we were to educate our children at the ages, let's take it 9 through 12 since we only have limited funds. An after-school program where we educate our children how to build a credit score, how to improve that score, how to budget accordingly, pursuant to eventually financing a vehicle, for example, or maybe some home furniture, Lord knows what. And then, in the long run, pursuant towards saving and putting some money down on a home. Then we will not only have helped our housing market while empowering our children, will help society in general. Then you'll have tax dollars coming in from poor homeowners, but you'll have homeowners that are a much younger age. You'll definitely have an increase in the car market, I'm sure. I can see the kids getting credit cards for car toys now. At any rate, so now we go to the next one. I just wanted to say that. Practical life skills for kids. Teach them how to finance. Teach them about money. Teach them real practical life skills. Music department. The lore. This is going to come out in Todd's in the next act. We're going to get real hard on this. I have presented this I can't think of how many times. The music department's music is the key to superior intellect. There is no reason. It's one of the first things we cut every time we turn around. The lore is the League of Rockers. It's one of those things, the League of Rockers is designed for the kids. We want to make money for these music departments and in the end have it all manifest in the World Bowl of Rock and Roll, which we'll talk about in a bit too. Okay, custodians. You thought I forgot about you? Janitors, I love you. Mr. Roper, Arrowhead, I miss you. $3,138.28. Every one of your janitorial departments, a custodian head takes the money and figures out what you need. You know how the process works from there. Does it help you get baggies? Does it help you get a new lawnmower maybe? I don't know. But the money will start trickling into the schools. Directly to the schools using trickle-up economics. If it started in your neighborhood, your custodian's getting it. Your music department's getting it. Your after-school practical life skills is getting it. Your AV department's getting it. Started in their neighborhood, they get it.